Hi dears, welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's me Anna with you here, and today we are on this lovely beach of Benidorm, which is the Poniente beach, to discuss all the latest situation, the update here in Spain, and everything that has been going on, all the latest news, everything that might be interested for you. So let's talk about this situation. And of course, I know a lot of you are worried because either you have your upcoming holidays here or you're planning your holidays for next year and you're just not too sure what to do because the amount of cases was growing, and especially because Benidorm was an extreme risk. So there was like an uncertainty, I would say, with all this situation. But I want to say that for the last few days, it's stable. We have basically the same amount of cases each day. It's always 2,200 something. Yesterday it was 2,087 cases. And the index has stopped growing, and it's still at the point of 49.3 cases per every 100,000 people, which means that we are still in low risk. We are like on the limit of going to medium risk, but we did not reach that one just yet, which is great news. Benidorm is still in the extreme risk, but it's because they're counting the numbers wrong. If you would count the exact population of people, then it would be like 100, the index. It would be medium risk, but not extreme in any case. I want to say also that in general, a lot of other countries in Europe, actually Europe is the only part of the world where the cases are growing for the 5th week in a row. In all other parts of the world, it's not as constant, the growth, as it is here. But I mean, it is what it is. We just need to deal with it. We need to live with it because the life continues. It does not stop. So we just look at what is going on. But there won't be any new restrictions in Spain either. They've said it already several times. They're not going to put some more restrictions just because they feel it's the time already to continue with our lives, basically. That is it. Actually, I want to say that in terms of countries who are allowed to travel, you know that the green list is being updated every few weeks. And right now, out of the countries that we might be most interested in, you know that UK does not need basically, well, you can have a PCR test, like some basic things, but you don't need obligatory vaccination. You can use other testing systems to come. And then there is in a green list, there is, of course, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. United States, they're not in the list because of the amount of cases in general, but the country is huge. I mean, it's normal that they have more index than like a smaller country does. So this is basically what's going on. No new restrictions. Green list is being updated, and slowly some countries enter it. Some countries get out of the list due to the increase in cases. But basically everything continues more or less the same way. The other news that I wanted to let you know about is the price for the light here in Spain. You know that for quite a while we've not been talking about this just because it did not make any sense. We had like 300 euros per megawatt hour price, which is something that it was just happening on and on and on. Each day the price was bigger, was higher, and at one point I've just decided it's not going to be happening. I'm not going to be talking about this anymore because every day we have a new record. It does not make any sense anymore. But then they've changed a few things, and the government, I mean. And what happened is that the price of light just went down very fast, and now it starts to getting slowly up. But of course it's not 280 euros, it's not 300 euros. Right now the price of a light here in Spain, as for the day of today, Thursday, is 171.91 euros per megawatt hour. It's the 5th day that is growing slightly, but it grows like a slightly curvy line. It does not go like an iceberg, you know, that goes like whoop, like all the way up. So I mean, it's better than it was, but still we are paying more than 4 times the price that we've had last year, which was 38 euros and 80 cents. Let me know how it is in your country, if it's stabilized already or if on contrary you still have a huge growth in prices. We are worried about the gas as well, you know, because of Algeria and Morocco. And also people here are just panicking because there were some news spreading in the social media, in the newspapers and magazines, that there's going to be a huge total lockout of the energy systems, like everything will collapse and we will be without electricity for days and days. This is why a lot of people here in Spain, they've just decided to go to Decathlon, like sport shops for camping, for picnics, and they are buying a lot of like lanterns, they're buying batteries, they're buying a lot of different things, anything that they need, candles, something to prepare on gas, the food, just in case. Like, people are actually believing this. I mean, it's kind of scary if you think, because like staying without the electricity for a few days, it's not something we're used to. At some points of the country and of the world, of course they are, it's not going to make any big difference, but for big cities that work with electricity, that have basically, and everything depends on the electricity, all the systems for work, all the data, everything. So in this case, it's kind of scary to think that all this might get lost, or there might be any issues later on to update all these systems, but it is what it is. Experts don't think that will be happening, but since the news already has spread to the world and to the people here in Spain, they are slightly afraid of what might be happening. So they're buying survival kits, they're buying like a lot of different things from the shops, and they are almost out of the stock because of all these news. So that you would see how any kind of news might affect people, especially if it's this kind of serious news or something that might make people afraid or uncertain about the future. How just simple words of a newspaper without even valid or legit like explanation might affect what people will be doing and what they will be buying. I'm kind of surprised with all this, but I mean, it's natural that people are working on their survival. We are the creatures that will always search for a way to survive. So I mean, it's what we expected to be happening in these cases. The same has happened with the masks, with all the pandemics, when they said that, oh, pandemics is here, we'll be locked down. People went as crazy to supermarkets to buy not even food, but like hygienic paper, like toilet paper. I never understood why they're doing this, but I mean, usually you should be buying food, like, you know, instead of that. But each one decides for themselves. So the same happened with the masks, the same happened with the hand sanitizing gel. Like, each time something happens, people just go in mass and buy anything that they can, the maximum that they can in this case. So this is basically the situation for the day of today with electricity. We are also not too sure what will be happening with when the cold will come, because right now the temperatures are already getting lower. I will let you know about it slightly later on. But for now, we've been lucky. The weather is amazing. It's more than 20 degrees still, like already in November. But what will be in December with all the fiestas, with all the holidays, with the true cold and snow and winter that will come to Spain? We don't know that just yet. I guess we'll just need to wait and see. And the last news is about the tourism here in Valencian region. Tourism was always like an ugly duckling, you know, the fairy tale. It was always the part that less money received during pandemics, that less help has received from the government, independently of what they were letting us know. At the end, they've received less than any other kind of sector. They were the forgotten of the Valencian community, basically. So right now, the luck has changed, and eventually the government has decided that the tourism sector here in our region will receive a lot of money for the year 2022 that will help basically to improve the economic situation, that will help to maintain the job positions of a lot of people, that will help to recover from all this difficult situation. So what they said is they're going to be giving more than 90 million euros, which is a huge amount, in 2022, and there'll be 3 like events, acts, which are one of the most important ones here in the area. First one will be the Gala of Goya, Goya prizes. You all know what this is, I'm sure. And this year it's going to be in Valencia. It's a very, very important event in here. Usually people are not allowed to go. They're just allowed to stay like on the outside to check the famous people coming to the gala. And it's also retransmitted live on the television. Apart from that, there'll be almost 1 million euros spent on the national television, which is RTVE, here in the area, and Why? Because remember, a long time ago I've told you that there'll be a huge event that has something to do with the Eurovision contest, like World's contest. And this is what's going to be happening. Finally, our region has revealed what will be going on next year. They've said that the dates are not confirmed just yet, but next year there'll be a selection here in Benidorm. There's going to be a huge event where a lot of Spanish singers will be coming, not only just singers but groups as well, and there'll be a huge contest to decide which one of them will be the official representative from Spain on the Eurovision contest for next year, which is just amazing. It's the first time it's going to be held in Benidorm. I'm sure a lot of people will be coming, probably even from abroad, or at least from all different parts of Spain. So it's something that makes us feel very happy. It's something that will bring a lot of tourism to our region, that will give our region the fame, the knowing that this is where the Eurovision pre-contest, pre-selection was happening, and it will attract a lot more people here, apart from all other things, of course, that we have to offer, that our region has to offer. But having the pre-selection of Eurovision here definitely will help to recover for all our region and the economy, of course. So this is the second event that will be happening. As soon as we'll have the details, as soon as we will know if the public will be able to assist, everything, the prices, the tickets, as soon as we'll have all this information, I will definitely let you know, just in case you will be in the area, or if you would like to come here for this amazing and unique event in Benidorm. And the last one will be different thing that basically is a specific project that they have here in the area, in our Alicante region especially, and in Valencia as well, to refresh the beach areas, to make sure that the water is clean, to make sure that the beach is clean, to bring extra sand or stones like pebbles, just in case there's a lack of them due to storms after the winter, and to make sure that a lot more beach areas receive the famous blue flag, which means that this area is safe for swimming, safe for children, safe for everyone, that the water is crystal clear, there are no chemicals inside, and that the beach is actually safe and pollution free. So a lot of the regions want this blue flag. Benidorm has them all almost. So this is why it's necessary some money as well to make sure that this area remains as it is this year. And basically these are the news for today. Of course, probably the most interesting one is the huge event that we will be receiving here in Benidorm. We are all very enthusiastic. We just want to make this happen. We want people to come to our region because, of course, it's a lot more work. It's a lot more stable. I would even say it's a stable environment for all people working here, and it just ensures us that the work will continue and people will continue maintaining their families and continue having their usual lives of before the pandemic hit us. What about the Spanish weather? Well, as you can see right there behind me, the weather is just amazing. There are some people walking down the beach or just laying down on the sunshine. Some of them were trying to swim, but I think the water is not as warm already. It's approximately 23 degrees. It's still okay if you're coming from northern countries, but for us it's already slightly too cold. In any case, today is actually a very important day because it's the first one during this year when we actually get alerts due to snow and cold here in Spain. These alerts will be especially on the north part, right there on the border with France and the Atlantic Ocean, which is where we will get colder weather, cold air mass. There's also going to be some rain, some storm going on, and the snow already went down up until the level of 1,100 meters. There are some images already from the border in the mountains where it's snowing like it did not do for a very long time. This year they say that there's going to be way more snow than the previous years because the weather is changing, and the ones who live in this region, we are willing to see all this snow. Maybe we'll come closer to our mountains and we'll be able to escape and play in the snow, have some nice quality time in the true winter, because what we have here It's not actually winter as it is. And this is what's going to be happening today. Tomorrow it's more or less the same temperature, the same weather, only that the rain will be coming slightly towards the Mediterranean area, but it will stay in Denia, like towards Valencia. It's not going to touch our region, so no worries. It's not going to be raining down here in Benidorm or Alicante area. Temperatures are getting lower, especially on the north and the center of Spain. As you can see, there are already some of them with the blue sign, which means that it's getting really cold as for us personally living here. But in our area, more or less, they remain the same. In Alicante, it will be approximately 20 degrees. As you can see, in Benidorm right now, it's approximately 22, 23. Might go up until 24, depends on the sun and on the clouds that are coming from the mountains. Barcelona 16 already, so less than 20. Granada 15. Malaga 21. Sevilla 19. Madrid already has almost 10, 11 degrees, which is a lot less than they used to have. Murcia 20, approximately as here. Balearic Islands 18. Canarian is the only part that has 25 degrees, but that's usual weather for Canarian Islands. Valencia 17, and also want to say that we register minimum temperatures of -3, -4 degrees for the first time, and it's going to be in a town called Burgos, which is on the north part of Spain, slightly towards the mountains, slightly higher up. This is basically what's going on. These are the news. This is the weather. As you can see, it's still very nice, very cozy, very warm here in Benidorm. So in case if you are coming to our area, you might need to bring something slightly warmer just in case you go out early in the morning or late in the evening. But during the day, it's amazing weather to explore and have an amazing holiday in our region. Thank you all for watching. I wish you a great day of today, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video from Benidorm area. Bye everyone.